Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Any Igbo man that says Ipob grievances are irrelevant is an efulefu. Any Igbo man that says Ipob's grievances are irrelevant is an efulefu, says Prof. Bernard. To my dear listeners from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. The Ebonyi State governorship aspirant on the platform of the All Progressives Grand Alliance, APGA, Prof. Bernard Ifeanyi Odo, on Thursday described any Igbo man or woman who pretends that the grievances of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob adherent, were irrelevant as an efulefu, foolish person. Odo, who declared his intention to run for the position of the governor of Ebonyi State in the 2023 governorship election, during a press conference held in Abakaliki, added that an avenue of dialogue must not just be created, but remain open, genuine, and altruistic until the case raised by Ipob is solved and closed. To the leaders and followers of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, our strongly held view is that we will not shun them or cast them out into the wilderness. Any Igbo man or woman who pretends that the grievances of Ipob adherent are irrelevant, or that Ebonyi is an isolated island unconcerned about those central issues, is what Igbo people call a fulefu or ohu. An avenue of dialogue must not just be created, but remain open, genuine, and altruistic until the case is solved and closed. The APGA governorship aspirant, who is not only a professional of geophysics, but also the former secretary to the state government SSG under the present administration, explained that his administration, through job and wealth creation intertwined with industrialization, would improve the living standard of Ebonyi people. According to him, Ebonyi State Civil Service has been on a lockdown of the past 7 years. Hardworking staff have been denied their due promotions and privileges that accrue to their services. Pensioners and retirees who poured their energy and sweat into the service of our dear state are owed their benefit and made to undergo the worst of others to access what is rightfully theirs. This is totally unacceptable. Under my stewardship as your governor, regular and full payment of pensions and gratuities, regular payment of predictable figure salaries, leave allowances and other entitlements such as monetized regular promotions and training allowances will be restored to the civil servant without negotiations or intimidation. The Nigerian space has been turned crimson with the blood of innocent citizens, as insecurity has remained at the top of the many challenges that confront us as a country. Kidnapping, banditry, and various acts of terror have become woven into the fabric of our daily lives. Here at home, virtually every community in Ebonyi State is grappling with one degree of violent crisis or another. What used to be the safest and most tranquil state in the country is now one of the most troubled and insecure. Poverty is at a previously unimaginable level. It is a tragic statistic that Nigeria overtook India as the poverty capital of the world a couple of years ago, and here in Ebonyi, we are ranked as the third poorest state in the Nigerian Federation. The healthcare system is still glittering in propaganda, but actual healthcare delivery to suffering patients, whether in our rural communities or urban areas, remains a mirage. Our teachers at all levels languish in neglect, and the pupils and students are paying a terrible price in ignorance and skills deprivation. Parents are left with a hopeless sense of despair when they watch the very pillars of their dreams crumble like a pillar of dust. Our rural communities, urban and semi-urban areas still languish in infrastructural deficit, lack of electricity, total lack of access to clean water, however supplied or delivered, and the general absence of any form of modern development. It is indeed a pitiful state of affairs, a state that would otherwise be a breadbasket not just in terms of self-sufficiency, but in terms of delivering sufficient produce to the entire Southeast, has seen its agricultural potentialities turned into a sickening instrument of propaganda and a vehicle of narrow minded patronage. The chasm between the rich and the poor has grown so wide and so deep and shameful that our society is now practically divided between the haves and the beggars. Reducing the majority of the population to beggarly status is a shame to humanity and a mockery of God in heaven, who has endowed us with so much, but, but which we have ruined with our ignorance, foolishness, and wickedness. To my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news.